I'm here today again with Richard Lu, who is a leader of Free China, and Tenpa, who is the leader for Western Australians, Tibetan people. So he is for Free Tibet and is still fighting for the independence of this lovely country that has been invaded by China many years ago. Would you like to say something about what happened in Tibet?
Yeah, in Tibetan, very hard at the moment. Yeah, at the moment, this is my friend. He self-immolation in New York last Friday. So at the moment, yeah, sorry, I'm very emotional. So this Chinese this year, the new law, they say the one language use under the CCP everywhere. So yeah, that is yeah big problem for Tibetan. Tibetan cannot use Tibetan language. Uh, then Tibetan, of course, yeah, Tibetan cannot cannot use the Tibetan language. They lose language and
What
lose
happened?
language the
What happened
culture.
if somebody used Tibetan language? What's the punishment? Is there a punishment? Oh,
Yeah, we have your own language, Tibetan.
yeah. But if somebody speaks in Tibetan in China, what happens?
So what they can do
Or
is
in Tibet?
they think under
Yeah.
the new law, they can be a potential breach of this law and disrupt when the Chinese government can think you are disrupting the national unity law, they can charge you under something like a separatism activity, which carry very serious sentences in Chinese criminal system.
Okay. Who is this man again? He burnt himself, did he?
Yes, his name is Ransom Loga.
Yeah.
And he's a yeah, activity Tibetan for a long time in the U.S. 20 years ago in the New York. He's always there and the activities for Tibetan. So yeah, last Friday he self-immolated in the New York at the UN.
Yeah. Do you think Tibet is part of China?
No, Tibetan never part of China. But yeah, China always, the Tibetan was part of China. Tibetan is not part of China. Tibetan is Tibetan country.
Yeah, first I fully support the Tibetan independence. Tibetan was an independent sovereign country before the taken back from China in 1912. And the CCP, they invaded Tibet in 1950s and this cultural and religious oppression in the Tibet.
So there's still a lot of people around the world who support Tibet and think it's an independent country, and the Chinese from the communist China should get out of there. But I know that in Tibet they're also doing other things like making a lot of Chinese from various regions to migrate there. Why is that?
I can answer this question. I think the government, the purpose of government is quite specific. They want to dilute the population density of Tibetan religion. In a way, they can control the Tibetan island. They want to force the Tibetan people to learn their Chinese law. The same thing is happening in the Uyghur region, which we used to call East Turkestan.
Yeah. I thank you, these two activists who fight for just causes, and we have to support them, everybody in the world. Thank you.